We'll go to
however it's pronounced.
Councillor Darby. Councillor Darby, just perhaps a few very brief words.
Look, I think I haven't heard a dissenting voice around this table, but I'd like to just open by thanking you, Chair, for the discussions we've had over the last couple of days on this, and Chair of the Unitary Plan Committee, Councillor Filipina, for those discussions as well, and the willingness to actually put that up as our recommendation to send a signal that this is of deep interest to not just us here, without a dissenting voice, but I think to the clear majority of Aucklanders, majority by a country mile, I think. I'd just like to acknowledge also the staff that have brought a challenge here for us. And Ms. Pirrett, Mr. Dogood, and the landscape architect, Stephen, it is good to have this debate. It is healthy. And the product of this is a different position. And that's because we are in governance of the city. So we are asking you, Stephen, here to work harder on this. And you may smile. But we are asking you to work harder. And some have said, you know, what differentiates us? You know, I've often thought two harbours, well, there's other cities with, or three harbours, there's other cities with multiple harbours. But when it comes down to this volcanic field, it is the absolute differentiator between us and any other city of note anywhere on this planet.
Could be.
And these are not just volcanic features, not at all. It is way more than that. So I think today we've started to learn a lot more. And I should have disclosed earlier, I'm a Maunga Authority member, and my good friend Councillor Bill and Councillor Chris, we're Maunga Authority members, but I think we probably all sit here today as governing body members with the input of the Maunga Authority, the input from a lot of other sources, and the inputs from our experts today as well. And we arrive at our viewpoints and our decisions. But I just cannot help but think, for somewhat, must be approaching 2 centuries, we struggled with these Maunga. We turned our backs on them. We hunted them for resource, for construction materials, to build whole suburbs. And many of them have gone. It was some 48 explosion craters and cones. Well, it's way south of that now. And so we have got to stand up for what's left. Isn't it a shame that we actually talk about what's left? Because it is a situation of what's left. And they are more than just examples of landscape features or landscape. They are probably Māori in Auckland. It is the greatest example of landscape modification anywhere in Auckland. I'm not sure about the balance of the country. It almost is Māori's greatest example of landscape architecture. Some of us were on Maungakiekia yesterday, and Naruma Blair was saying that one of the terraces formed is 1 kilometre long. Now you imagine how many people were engaged in reforming just that one terrace. The Maunga across Auckland contain hundreds of terraces, hundreds. And hundreds and thousands of people lived on the Maunga. They were not just features, they were living environments. So they have this rich cultural value embedded in this landscape value. And I think what I have started to get, Madam Chair, I will be short. What I really have got is that the connection, the visual connection, allows us as Aucklanders to reconnect to the cultural values. And whatever glimpse that might be, if you have to push away a curtain of acmina maybe, or plants that are there temporarily that are going to become deciduous come winter, whatever that small window, that glimpse that might be offered, whatever it is of regional significance, because it is high value to connect not just to the feature, but to the cultural values embedded within it. So I'm delighted that we've arrived, all of us here at this position today. I think we all know the regional, national and potentially international significance of our decision here today. We need to work harder, we need to face these Maunga, and unlike those that lived in the 20th and the 19th century who turned their backs on them.
Well, not all of them did. Most of them were the same.
All right, thank you. Thank you, councillor Darby. We'll put the recommendation on just...
Well, can I ask a question?
Yes, Madam Chair, put it.
Question time,
Paul.
question time.
Councillor George, quickly.
No,
Yep.
it's a question's about, well, how are we voting on this? Because there's a...
I don't know yet. Let's have a go.
Abstain.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to
Central
vote.
question is, if there are view shafts that one doesn't confirm or reconfirm,
Yep.
where does that leave us? Do we vote against the whole thing, or
No.
because the Councillor Brewer was actually giving an account of the Mount Eden prison situation.
And Mike Taddeo was right
look,
there.
I don't know if you were around in those days,
Taddeo?
2007, but that was a time when there was huge discussion in the community as to building that new prison on the Mount Eden site. I think it was it's a designation that they use because it's government organisation.
Point of order.
So, yes.
Tedious and discursive.
I will uphold that point of order, councillor Lee. Councillor Wood, I think we just need to vote. The recommendation is really clear. It just holds the status quo. We go back into mediation and the discussion is ongoing. It will come back to us, but the recommendation is self-explanatory and we'll simply vote on it as is. Aye. So as chair, I'd like to just speak strongly in support of this, and at a personal level, just before my father died, he published a book on rangitoto and the volcanic cones of Auckland. So at a personal level, it's something that I probably feel pretty passionate about, so I don't often get a chance to speak from the chair. So I'm going to put the recommendation as moved by councillor Darby and Councillor Philippine. All those in favour, please say aye.
Aye.
Against?
Can you
Carried.
record my vote against E19, please?
We will do that,
'Cause
councillor
I don't
Wood.
think that's the view of Mount Eden from the southern motorway.
Okay. And can I just warmly thank Stephen Brown in particular, our defender of the view shafts. Good luck. And to our staff. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
It only lasts for